It is now 7:01 p.m. and I would like to call to order the March 8, 2016 business meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Aldine Independent School District. We'll have the ethics statement read by Dr. Viola Garcia.
Thank you, Ms. Avalos. As part of the Reform Governance and Action RGA work that the board and leadership in the district have gone through, the board adopted an ethics statement that affirms our commitment to ethical conduct. The statement is, the Board of Trustees is committed to and shall perform its duties ethically and according to our core beliefs. We will model the highest standards of conduct. We will ensure that no personal value system or personal goal interferes with our duty as public servants. The public interest shall be the principle which guides the board in its deliberations and decisions.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia.
Thank you.
We extend a warm welcome to everyone present tonight, especially with the weather the way it is. We certainly appreciate it. And we're here to celebrate the achievements, review information, and make policy decisions related to the effective operation of our school district. I would like to thank everyone for taking time out and being here tonight. Let the minutes reflect that all board members are present, with the exception of Ms. Patricia Bourgeois and Mr. Paul Shanklin. I see we have visitors in the audience tonight, and if you have comments to the board and have not filled out the audience participation form that is being held up in the brochure, it's up here at the front, please fill it out at this time and give it to Ms. Loera to my left. The board will listen under item number 15 on the agenda, open forum for patrons desiring to be heard. Tonight is special for two reasons. This is the last board meeting we're having in this facility. And it's been some 50 years that this building has been here. So it's really difficult. It's kind of bittersweet to let go of this building, but we look forward to our new facility. And the second reason it's special is that we have Mr. Sonny Donaldson present tonight. Mr. Donaldson, for those who don't know you, would you stand? He is our former superintendent, and our new facility on W.W. Thorne is going to be honored with his name. So it's going to be the Donaldson Building, or the Donaldson Complex Administration Building. So we're really proud of that, and we thank him for all the years of service to our district. Next, we have approval of the minutes of the previous meeting. Item number 5 on the agenda, approval. Do we have a motion?
Madam President, I move that the minutes of the regular meeting on February the 9th, 2016 be approved as printed.
Do we have a second?
Yes, ma'am. Ogden, second.
Okay, we'll begin the vote with Dr. Garcia.
Garcia, yes.
Mead, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Ogden, yes.
Reeves, yes.
Now it's time for our academic report by Ms. Dr. Sarah Tolman.
Good evening, Ms. Avalos, Dr. Bamberg, Dr. Blanson, and members of the board. The Texas Art Education Association's Youth Art Month, am I not on? Do you want me to start my introductions again? I am going to start again. Good evening, Ms. Avalos, Dr. Bamberg, Dr. Blanson, and members of the board. The Texas Art Education Association's Youth Art Month State Capitol exhibit showcases student art from across the state. This year, 5 Aldine students have been selected to have their pieces in the exhibit. These students are Jacob Castellanos from Aldine 9th grade school, Jennifer Castillo from Carver Magnan High School, Fabiola Hernandez from Drew Academy, Gabrielle Kitt from Cajava EC Pre-K, and Ruby Sanchez from Cajava Elementary. The art will be exhibited in the South Gallery of the State Capitol from February 28th through March 5th, and at the Bob Bullock Texas State History Museum from March 6th through April 3rd. A team from Grantham Academy won first place at the Regional Science Fair. Arella Leal and Naraya Duran competed in the Life Science Division Plant Science category. Their project was on leaf chromatography. I'm not sure what that is, It is good. They now move to the State Science Fair in San Antonio, March 31st through April 2nd. And on Saturday, February 27th, Aldine had 35 teams compete in the Regional Destination Imagination Competition at Klein High School. Teams of 7 students work all year on a team challenge, which they present at the competition and complete an instant challenge that is unknown to them that day. Aldine had 2 teams place first, and they will move on to the state competition April 1st and 2nd in Anna, Texas, which is 40 miles north of Dallas. MacArthur High School and Davis High School will compete in the state event. This concludes the academic report for March 2016.
Thank you, Dr. Fine. Now it's time for our communications. Mr. Merlin Griggs, do we have any correspondence to be read tonight?
This one I have. So, Madam President, we have no correspondence to be read tonight.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time for the presentation of the program. Mr. Abel Dotson.
Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Bamberg and Dr. Blanson. Tonight's program will be presented through a collaborative effort with the Office of Communications, Colleen Riddle, Director of Music Education, and Roshonda Jones, Drama Teacher at Carver High School. Today marks Aldine ISD's final board meeting at this location. To commemorate this event, we have put together a slideshow to take us down memory lane. In addition, we have a special presentation by some very distinguished guests that have honored us with their presence. But more on our guests after the slideshow presentation. So if you indulge me, let me bring this down. Everything works at practice. 50 years, and I don't think we got the hang of that screen yet.
It had been up there.
Now, so now please welcome our honored guests. We have gathered all former superintendents, including our current superintendent that work in this building. They want to share a few memories.
It's a great day in all day.
Good evening.
Good evening. I am W. Thorne, and believe me, I have seen and experienced a lot in this very building. Why, back in the day, I could even smoke in here. Oh, but don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I know the rules now. You see, I work with board members just like you to address financial and accreditation concerns of our district. With permission from the state legislator, I was able to sell $200,000 in time warrants. Oh, stop. And after that, the district was financially sound and our accreditation was fully reinstated. Oh, please stop.
When my friend Mr. Thorne here retired in 1973, I became superintendent. My name is M.O. Campbell. No need for that. Yes, you heard me correctly. I am the M.O. Campbell. And I'm more than just a name on the side of a building. Well, in 1973, I met here with other school board members to discuss the district's rapid growth. By 1975, we had grown to more than 33,000 students. And that's when we opened Irmal, Carmichael, Shotwell, and Nimitz High School. I want you to know that where we are all standing, we all made history. In 1977, Aldine adopted a desegregation plan, busing African American students out of Acres Homes and busing students of other races in to Acres Homes. This was a very important and rather significant decision that was made right here in this very room.
You tissue there, Campbell?
No, I'm fine, Sonny. Thank you.
Hi, I am M.B. Donaldson, but you can call me Sonny. Mr. Campbell retired in 1986, and that is when I became superintendent of schools. I also have buildings with my name on them. But this central office building is the most important one in Aldine. It is where our school board members come together to create more ideas to make our district more effective. Together, we have created vertical teams where high schools and feeder patterns are grouped together. Assistant superintendents oversee them. We have established 9th grade campuses, intermediate campuses, and magnet schools, all of which have received national recognition. Let's not forget our idea to create the financial aid specialist to assist high school students and parents. And let's not forget the groundbreaking decision started in this room to create early childhood pre-K centers. Before I leave tonight, I want us to remember to keep the main thing, the main thing.
Yes, Sonny. Keep the main thing, the main thing. My name is Nadine Kajava, and I would like to say I could play a mean tamarine. I became superintendent after Sonny over here retired in 2001. I saw the district grow to 58,000 students during my term. By this time, Aldine had completely changed in demographics. In 1977...
I can handle this one, Nadine. In 1977, Aldine comprised of 72% Caucasian, 15% African American, and 13% Hispanics. And that, let's not forget, in 2002,
54% of Hispanics made up the student population, along with 33% African Americans and 9% Caucasians. In 2007, the board oversaw a passing of a $365 million bond referendum. This bond was the largest bond package in the history of our district. With this package, we were able to build 12 new schools, as well as air conditioning for our buses. Currently, you can still see me playing my tambourine, as well as passing out innovative teaching grants to teachers in some of our 76 schools. These awards are provided by the Aldine Education Foundation, which was started by a steering committee that I was a member of. So let's hear it for the foundation!
Well, that's going to be tough to perform over. But seriously, y'all, my name is Dr. Wanda Bamberg, and I became superintendent in 2007. Since then, I have worked with a driven and dedicated board. Under their leadership, our campuses have earned gold, silver, and bronze medals from the U.S. College and High School Best High School ranking. In 2015, the board came together to come up with a bond referendum of $798 million. That is the biggest bond referendum in the history of our district. Tonight, on March 8, 2016, we end a chapter in Aldine's history. As we reflect upon the leadership and our accomplishments, we prepare for a new phase.
On March 21st, the Aldine ISD Central Office Building will move to a new location on 2520 W.W. Thorne Drive.
The new MB, Sonny Donaldson,
The main thing.
administration building is designed for the future of Aldine.
Even though we are very excited about this move, we must not forget the work ethic established by our strong leaders and the sense of community and family that we are known as the
Aldine Way.
And it will continue to be the guiding mission of our district.
Let's hear it for Aldine.
Aldine.
Some of them have been in other productions, and they learned this in like 2 days. So just amazing. And they're from Carver High School. Their drama teacher is Rashonda Jones, and also Mr. Jabari Collins. And Ms. Jones will tell us their names. Okay. We have Kevin Creer, and he's a junior. Brianna Rodriguez, a senior. Narius Ned, freshman. Tree Carrier, senior, and Cassidy Fajardo, senior. Thank you very much.
Thank you, students. That was well done.
Good day.
That was a wonderful job. Thank you, students. Thank you, Colleen, for helping us organize this presentation. Now we will continue with our board agenda. The employee of the month for the transportation department could not attend tonight. However, they will be recognized at a later date. Now, Dana Sheffield, Executive Director of Child Nutrition Services, will announce her team of the month. Dana.
Good evening. Well, I can assure you we can't follow that. Child Nutrition is pleased to announce its Team of the Month for February, Aldine Education Center. This cafeteria opened for service on January 19th to meet the needs of students in several programs. Meal service is offered in the cafeteria as well as delivery to several classrooms. This particular staff began as a brand new team. They participated in extensive equipment and menu production training prior to opening day so that food safety, quality, and service could be at its best. Guidance and assistance was provided by child nutrition trainer Judy Benavides and supervisor Betty Stanley. As a result, the new team responded with great effort, pride, and commitment. Students, teachers, and staff have expressed their satisfaction and appreciation for good meals served in a pleasant environment with friendly service. Congratulations to this new and outstanding team. Staff members include, not everyone is here tonight, I think because of weather. Our manager, Linda Lacey, could not be with us, but we do have some of our specialists here. Martha Ramirez, Sharquinthia Bolden, Esmeralda Garza, and Gloria Hernandez. Child Nutrition would also like to express our appreciation to Principal James Metcalf for his support and encouragement. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Emmett Rock, Executive Director of Buildings and Properties, will present the Building of the Month.
Thank you, Abel. Ms. Avalos, members of the board, Dr. Bamberg and Dr. Blanson, it is my pleasure, and I shared this with Grantham, that they will always be a trivia question as far as who was the last Building of the Month at this building. So at this time, could representatives from Grantham please join me. As they make their way up, I would like to just acknowledge they're under the leadership of Rita Canseco, who has 28 years of experience with Aldine, of which 3 has been as a head custodian. It is the campus of Maria's, because we have Maria Cruz with 20 years, Maria Garza with 1 year, Anna Vasquez with 13 years, and Maria Sandoval with 2 years, and Carl Tillman with 2 years also. So guys, on behalf of the office of, on behalf of the Office of Buildings and Properties, it is my pleasure to congratulate you guys for your hard work and outstanding leadership on your part, Rita, your support, Ms. Scott, for winning the Building of the Month for the month of March. Congratulations, and you'll always go down as that last one in this particular.
Our next presentation is Stacy Smith, Program Director of Resourcing Development. Stacy will present a number of grants the district has received.
Good evening, President Avalos, board members, Dr. Bamberg, Dr. Blanson, administrative leadership, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to report on recent grant awards. Will Cicely Bailey, principal of Harris Academy, and Dixie Allen please come forward? Creating a community of readers provides opportunities to pull students with like interests together and create book clubs. The reading clubs and Name That Book competition have increased reading and developed camaraderie amongst the students at Harris Academy. Last year, over 200 students participated. The grant provides multiple copies of a variety of books. This is the third year in a row that Miss Allen's Reading Club has been funded. The grant was funded by Donors Choose through their Chevron donation, and the amount of this award is $1,224.51. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the total for tonight is $1,224.51.
Thank you, Stacy. Down to the penny. Finally tonight, David Villarreal, Director of Professional Standards, will acknowledge the Department of Human Resources Employee of the Quarter.
Good evening. Ms. Avalos, Dr. Bamberg, Dr. Blanson, and members of the board. I would like to present Ms. Karen Strahan as the Employee of the Quarter in the Human Resources Department. Karen began her career in Aldine in 1997 at Carver High School as a counselor secretary. She joined Caraway Intermediate as a principal secretary in 2009. Karen then transitioned to Human Resources as a substitute department secretary in 2015. Currently, Karen is serving as a staffing director secretary. She has a wonderful phone etiquette and is very patient and kind to everyone she encounters. Her willingness to go above and beyond is what really sets her apart. As a result of her great work ethic, the directors in the Human Resources Department unanimously selected Karen Strahan to represent our department as the Employee of the Quarter. Thank you, Karen, for your dedicated service and all.
Thank you. Ms. Avalos, we hope you enjoyed our program, and that completes my report.
Thank you. I think all of our board members have really enjoyed the program tonight. Yes. The board has had the consent agenda items in their possession for study and discussed them at length in the study session last night. In fact, we were here from 6:30 till 11 p.m. last night. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to the consent agenda items to be voted on by the board tonight? Do I hear a motion regarding the consent agenda items?
Yes, Ms. Avalos, I move that items A through R on the consent agenda be approved.
Is there a second?
Ogden, second.
We'll begin the vote with Mr. Griggs.
Briggs, yes.
Ogden, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Means yes.
Garcia, yes.
Thank you. Now we'll have a report of the administrative staff. Dr. Bamberg, do you have any staff recognitions tonight?
Yes, ma'am. I do have 2 staff recognitions tonight. So we'll start with Stephanie Gary, who is moving from skills specialist at MacArthur 9. There's Miss Stephanie, to assistant principal. Excuse me, she's moving from MacArthur 9th grade to assistant principal at MacArthur High School, Big Mac. Moving from the quarter pounder to the Big Mac. She has a Bachelor of Arts degree in English, graduated in the year 2005 from the University of Illinois, and has a Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, also from University of Illinois in 2010. And she did have some experience before she came to Aldine. She taught at Springfield Southeast High School, both English and Spanish, from 2006 to 2013. But she came to Texas and came to Aldine in 2013 and has been working at MacArthur 9th grade as an English 1 and reading teacher, an administrative intern and teacher before that, after that, and then finally as a skills specialist. So she has 10 years of experience, with 3 of those years in Aldine. And did you bring anyone to introduce to us tonight?
I did. I'd like to thank my husband for all of his support. This is Mike, and he also works in the district at Escamilla.
Great.
And then this is our son, Easton, and he's 10 months.
Very good. Welcome and
So they're my
congratulations. I see you have some of your school family there too. the
Yes, and
principal.
also, of course, Dr. Mullinex.
Very good. Yes, that's good safety. Thank you and congratulations. We also want to recognize Shantae Lee, who is moving from an associate at Horn LLP in Houston in facilities and planning construction to bond accountant and in the Aldine district. She has a bachelor's of accounting and major in accounting in 1995 from the University of Southern California. And she has been working in the accounting field as an accountant here in Houston with US Oncology, Allied Waste, Huntsman Corporation, and then most recently at Horn LLP. And you've been in that role since in 15 and 16. So we're very excited to have you because did you hear in that skit that we just passed this great big bond? And so we are so excited. You've got 20 years of experience that you have in accounting coming to Aldine to work. So we're happy to have you. Did you bring someone to introduce to us tonight?
Is your boss here?
Well, I'll tell you, that gentleman right there is very, very happy to have you helping him, and so is our entire financial department. So welcome to you, Miss Lee. Welcome to Aldine. Congratulations. Ms. Avalos, those are the only two staff recognitions for tonight.
Thank you. It's now the time on our agenda to consider board policy revisions. Mr. Meade?
Madam President, we have no policy revisions or additions at this time.
Thank you, sir. The chair knows of no unfinished business, and the chair knows of no new business and or action items. So it's the time on our agenda that we move to the open forum for patrons desiring to be heard. This is a portion of the board meeting when the board receives input from patrons. Each person who addresses the board will have 3 minutes to speak on his or her issue. Because of topic posting requirements of the Open Meetings Act, board members will not answer any questions posed to the board by the patron, and no action can be taken on any issue presented during this time. If you wish to ask questions of the board, you may submit them in writing, addressed to the superintendent's office, and the board may consider them at subsequent meetings. If you are an employee or employee's representative, please be advised that the grievance policy deadlines are not waived. If you have documents to pass out to the board, please identify those documents. Finally, please be aware that rules of decorum will be enforced during the public comment period. Please refrain from making comments directed at specific individual employees or students by name to avoid any potential breach of confidentiality. If you have complaints regarding specific individuals, please provide those in writing addressed to the superintendent for her attention. Each participant is legally responsible for the content and consequences of his or her own statements. Patrons addressing the board will be notified when your 3 minutes are up. And I think we have 2 people that would like to make comments. The first one is Jennifer Ramirez. You will come to the microphone.
Good afternoon, President Avalos, and good afternoon, Board. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sick, but I came along with my fellow class members to talk about the cosmetology program. We were just informed today that about the closure of next year due to the budgetary concerns and declining certification of cosmetology students. Being just informed today, we feel as if it's unjust and unfair as one of the very few programs in the district that offers services, does community service, and participates in leadership organizations such as Skills USA. It should be held on and should continue to grow. This program to some of us is a lifesaver, and to some of us it's very important. And we have chosen this program early on in our lives, and we just, excuse me, we as current students feel that other options do exist. Although this may not affect us while in the program, terminating the CTE program in MacArthur will affect the future of the students and the faculty. It's baffling how the district has received bond money given by our tax-paying parents, yet they do not have enough money to continue with the cosmetology program in our school. I quote, of course, the $798 million bond proposal to say our teacher is amazing and many of our senior class members will be heading to state board. Terminating the MacArthur cosmetology program will rob future students of opportunities, future income, knowledge, and set of skills to a demanding field, and most importantly, a life-changing experience. Will it be only our school shredded from this opportunity, or slowly but surely you will be closing all of the other cosmetology classes in the district? How is it possible to build a CTE school without a cosmetology class in it? Why only cosmetology? And of course, we will be coming back in April. We come here informed, we come not prepared, of course, but in April we will come in numbers and we'll include the cosmetology students accompanied by our parents. We will also encourage members of the community to come. We have already started petitions, contacts to public broadcasting, and started writing letters to the board, of course. Thank you once again.
Thank you. The next person who's requested to speak is Terry Burns.
I would like to thank the board for allowing me to speak at this moment. I'm a former teacher, used to be a former teacher here in Aldie, and now I'm retired. I have been the HOA president of my subdivision for 13 years, and I've worked very hard. We have some members here from our community, and we have some concerns about the school that has been built across the street from us. We thought this was going to be a blessing. When the school was first built, we looked at that as being ideal, especially for our children. It's being surrounded by an elementary school, middle school, and also ninth and the high school. But it's turned out to be quite opposite of that. We are inundated during the school hours and days by students who are not at school, doing whatever they want to do, whether it be courting or drug usage or breaking into our homes. A place that we have built and worked for has turned out to be idyllic for us. And instead of turning around and running to other communities like some might, we've determined that we're going to stay where we are and fight for our community. There are some things that I've talked to the principals at the school that seem quite easy in my mind. Things that could be done to prevent this, but for whatever reason, it's not conducive. I have talked to Dr. Blanson. He has been most cooperative with helping along the way. We know that only the squeaky wheel gets greased. We also know that sometimes in order for things to happen, you have to have things happen. My motto is the best offense is a good defense. We have tried to get street lights out. Our community is very small. We couldn't afford the street lights, and it wasn't until one of our students got hit that we had street lights placed out there. What my fear is that with the amount of students who are in our community during school hours, that somebody's child is going to be hurt. I have personally, at my own risk, taken students back to school. The response time of our police officers has been on campus has been very slow. Now, I have done multiple things to try to correct this, but I'm only one person, and that's just Terry Burns. Our community, I think we've had enough. We are looking, as always, for the support of Aldie School District to, first of all, maintain their students at school. And not only that, but their vehicles as well. We are the annex now for Davis High School, and I guess if the ninth graders are driving them too as well. I have suggested that what we do is place somebody during the course of the time, because we've identified the time in which these students are running around loose and free, and that's usually right about the last class of the day. They walk off campus, and as I've told the principal there, they're not Sojourner Truth. They're not building underground tunnels, come across Spears Gears. They're walking across Spears Gears and coming to our neighborhood. We've identified some students.
Your time is up. You want to conclude your?
Yes. What?
Represent all of us. That's why we stand.
But the reason why I'm here today is to ask for your help. Dr. Bamberg, you've been to our community for events. We are a proactive community. We do many, many things. We have an Easter egg hunt this month. Next month, we have community drive. We have muffins for moms, donuts for dad. We have all kinds of things that we involve our community in. But we do need your help. And we don't have to wait for students to be hurt in order for things to happen. We need to be proactive. And that's the reason why we're here today.
Thank you. We appreciate the information. That concludes that portion. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Can I say something?
You needed to have filled out.
No one advised me of that. I'll be quick.
Have him fill it out.
Yeah, we can have you fill it out real quick. Bernardo?
Benjamin Benavides.
Benavides.
Yes.
Okay. All
And
right,
I have here a letter that, I have here a letter if I can approach and provide y'all with, so y'all can make a copy of it. This is written by my stepson, Nicholas Rivas. Excuse me for being underdressed. I didn't know. I knew about this meeting about a week ago, and I'm trying to get the butterflies out of my stomach.
It's okay.
But I'm here to speak about us. It's not about me, and this is maybe a concern of a parent who really didn't care. He's my stepson. I have a lot of issues with the way things are running, so I'm here to voice my opinion. There's a lot of things that I see that are going on wrong, and it's with the education system. Now, something that my wife hates for me to say all the time is this is not education's first rodeo. So therefore, in my opinion, and of course not being educated or having a university or college degree, it frustrates me to understand that we're not perfecting ourselves in a professional manner. And I'm not here to degrade anyone. I'm not here to put anyone down. What I'm here to do is to try to move the political tape, the red tape, to try to stop the excuses. I'm a fighter, and I fight all the time, and I fight for my family. My son Nicholas we have documented records of him since first grade that he has multiple issues, dyslexia, he's ambidextrous. He has multiple issues, and the school had failed to recognize these, so he dropped 3 grades. Then in the 5th grade, they moved him up to the 7th grade because of his age. He's in and out of trouble. Things that have happened is he's been sent to the gap room because when they ask him to read in a class of 30, and he can't read. He can't. It's sad. And the kids make fun of him, which is a type of bully. And the teachers, of course, he retaliates. So he's been sent here. We've been to counselors. We've been to neurologists. We've done the whole thing. We've tried different medications, and nothing seems to work for him. I'm upset because somewhere along the line, the ball has been dropped. And I want someone to pick up the ball. I want someone to run with the ball and stop making excuses. I go to Aldine, well, we dropped the ball. Finally, I had someone say, yes, we dropped the ball. And I look for positive things in that way, but when someone tells me, what's this department? Oh, it's that department. What's the state? Because we can't get funding from the state. When is enough going to be enough? When are we going to tend to these children? The way the lady was saying, we have these kids breaking into cars. There's a reason they're breaking into cars, and it's an all-around issue. It's an all-around issue that needs to be addressed. I'm not here for me. I'm definitely not here for me. I can hold my own. I'm here for the kids that can't. I'm here for the parents that can't voice their opinions. I'm here for the single parents that got rejected by a spouse or whoever it is. I need and I want this to stop. I want us to unite. I want college graduates and university graduates who've had the opportunity to be here to give this to the same to our kids that need this. That's what I'm here for.
Your time is up. And when we adjourn, if you will come up and give us the name.
Yes.
Information.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now, do we have a motion to adjourn?
You already have a motion.
All right, a second.
Condon second.
Meeting is adjourned.